Got a minute? Good. So, there's only one thing that I really want to show you, and it's this. The Blood Rush body count combo on a Jet Tag. Why a Jet Tag? Well, hell, I don't know. It's a fun weapon to use. You swing a huge hammer around. And it somehow still just slashes. I don't know. It's got some of it. I see body parts flying, I ain't complaining. Now, this is a scaling build, as I'm sure some of you may know, but the Blood Rush and body count combo is kind of not covered, really. I don't know why. They're really powerful mods when you use them together, and they're essentially free damage when you're doing long runs. And it really doesn't need as much as you would think for them to be, well, worth it. Body count is just there to help with the utility of this Blood Rush mod. And 150% critical strike chance. Where's my organ shatter? Sorry. True steel. There we go. Plus 60. That's already more than double, and it's not even fully maxed. You're getting double true steel if you just hit 1.5 multiplier on melee. On your melee swings. This adds up every single time you hit a melee buffer. So, 1.5 is 150 here, 2 would be 300, 2.5 would be 450, and so on. This stacks up tremendously to the point where, with a 3 times multiplier on this Jatka tag, and 15% crit chance, mind you, it's starting to red crit. And we all know the dread red crits. Now, albeit it's not quite as powerful as you would think, taking everything into account, until we go here, and Narman. And this baby. Shadow Step. Ooh. If only I had more time to throw points in here, I would love it. 6 seconds of invisibility. It is beautiful. Now, you don't quite get the same kind of damage bonus as, well, any of the stealth frames would. Say an Ashe or a Loki. But you still get the unalert damage bonus, which is somewhere in the ranks of 20,000 damage. Yellow. I've hit 40,000 damage with this Jatka tag. And this build is even more insane on something like an Arcana Prime. It's just glorious. Brings tears to my eyes. And it's pretty much the same build, albeit with substituting the elementals for a buzzkill and an organ shatter. And really, this is pretty much it. And the reason I've got primed reach on both the Nikana and the Jatka tag is because you really do need the range if you're going melee only in long rounds. You just do. Especially against Void and Corpus enemies, the nullifiers will fuck you up. And the reason I'm using Mesa? Well, why the fuck not? You don't need a Warframe with this build. It's so self-sufficient, it really doesn't matter who you use. Mesa is one of the most unsynergistic frames you could have with this. The only thing that really has going for it with Mesa is the 3 ability. The damage reduction on projectiles and hit scan. That's really it. But with someone, I don't know. Let's take Rhino, for example. His armor can carry you through the early rounds so that you can stack up the damage and make it worthwhile really, really early on. You're not going to be fearful with Rhino of anything bad happening to you. Nyx's kind of the same story. You crowd control, keep yourself safe, stack it up, pop Narman, and be invisible and just slaughter everything. Valkyr, I don't really have much to say about Valkyr. Pretty self-explanatory. Damage amp, mobility. The 4 is amazing with the I don't know, I don't forget what you call it technically. The crouch shift combo. The slide melee, that's it. On the 4, really powerful. And everyone brings something to the table. Mirage with the clones. Ooh. It's a slaughter with Infested. Even though I wouldn't really recommend it going super late game with Mirage versus Infested, I just can't really make it work against 50-minute plus. I just keep dying. The Ancients really mess with you in Mirage. But the melee focus frames like Excalibur, oh my god. Late games, it's beautiful. If this was pre-nerf with Excalibur, I didn't have it pre-nerf. But the blade, it would be majestic, wouldn't it? Death incarnate. Anyway, there's only really one way for me to show you. Actually, would I even be able to show you? It's a build that you really just gotta try for yourself and experience. It is just super powerful. Oops. And this is the only really way I can do melee only. Oh, and sorties? They're piss easy. Well, maybe not the spy ones, but any of... Okay, defense, interception, they would be really easy if I was to do them now. Only issue is the ramp-up time, because you need to get the stacks, and you need to be able to pop your Narman. Once that's popped, and once you've got some stacks, nothing can stop you. Nothing apart from one of your teammate popping up next to a gunner. The gunner slamming you down, you getting knocked down, and then you getting focused by everything. That is literally the only thing that can stop you, because you are invisible. Nothing can target you. Oh, actually, nothing can target you. But if you have a Kubro, I don't at the moment, but if you have a Kubro, they will get targeted, and that will trip you up. Sentinels, they don't behave the same way for some reason. They do cloak, and they will stay in the same kind of cloak as you. But Kubros, and I think the Kavats as well, they do get targeted for some reason. I am not too sure why. Anyway, this has been me, folks. Have a good one.